All right, hey, what's going on? This is the official DadPod introduction. You know, of course, the little play on the DadPod. Anyway, I am one of your hosts right here, Mike, a.k.a. Midas. I have two kids. Tell them I've been a dad for too many years. I mean, I've been a dad for, 12, 13 years. And this is my friend John right here. He will introduce himself.
John Holquin. You call me John, call me Holquin, and go by either one. I'm a dad of 3 kids. I only wanted 2, and the Lord gave me 3. I'm soon going to have a teenager next month. Been a dad for 13 years by now, because technically when they're in the womb, you start already your parental.
True. That's true.
So yeah, I've already been a dad for 13 years, and then I got a set of twins that are going to be 7 in October. They're both 6, Manuel and Marisa, a boy and a girl. And yeah, this is what we're going to try and do.
I'm like, as you talking, I'm like, I didn't even say the gender of mine. Like, I got a 13-year-old daughter and a 9-year-old son. I had to think about that. He just had his birthday.
Well, I didn't say Adiana's name. Yeah.
Oh, I guess I didn't have to say their names, but anyway. So for the most part, you know, we kind of want to do this. One of the reasons, I mean, dads don't really get no love, right? Don't tell me I'm lying. Dads don't. And I'm not saying from our significant other, but I mean, you know, in the world as a whole, it's a mother world all the time, man. Like, dads don't even exist sometimes. Some places they don't, which is a sad story.
And we're not here to squash moms or do any of that.
Yeah,
okay?
none of that. You know,
we're just talking for ourselves,
light on
defending
our
ourselves.
point of view. You know, but it's like, like this is gonna be a place I definitely want to keep it where we can all just talk about whatever you want to talk about. Agree to disagree at times. It's gonna happen. We don't all raise our kids the same. You know, my dad raised me this way, your dad raised you that way, and it's gonna be that way all the time. We're never gonna switch it. This is opinions. And honestly, if you want, I feel free to share your video comments or your opinions about whatever. But honestly, I'm telling you, I'm not here to hurt any feelings, but I'm not here to not hurt any. If that means I'm not gonna walk on eggshells, if that makes sense. Okay.
This is
It's
something.
my opinion. I feel how I feel. I've already, whatever I share, I've already did it, been there, done that. You ain't gonna change my mind. I already did it. Right. So I'm just here to share it with you. Take it or leave it. This here, that here, doesn't matter.
This is just something that we've always talked about doing, and we just never had the right content, something to really go off of. Something we're both really, not to say experts, but, you know, are very experienced in. You know, I mean, working in running restaurants for 10 plus years and all that still can't prepare you for being something like a parent, which many of you guys know.
This is a perfect starter point right here. Okay. For the being a parent concept, right?
Okay.
You said the restaurants can't, but what about a puppy?
A puppy.
Straight up. I say this all the time. I'm telling you, if you had a puppy, they're so similar to raising children.
I have the worst puppy in the world, and I have a 3-month German Shepherd. The worst puppy I've ever had. Ever.
Oh, I thought you got a train.
This thing is a monster already.
Oh,
no, I love her. I love
big.
her. She's big. She's a monster.
That's
she doesn't.
Yeah,
she's just a monster. She doesn't destroy the house or anything like that.
I got you saying.
But she is just on another world. I have a 2-year-old dog who she's nice and sweet and lovey, and she just getting the hell knocked out of her by this 3-month-old.
And see what I mean? Such different, complete, you know. And that's kids, but that's what I mean. Like I've had this conversation with the dogs all the time. Like, I'm telling you, when a dog cries, like, you got to figure out, just like a baby, what do you want? Are you hungry? Do you got to go to the bathroom? Do you not feel good? It's the same thing, man. And so it's like, now when I finally got an adult and I had my own kids, is when I understood why my parents made it such a big deal for taking care of the animals, right? Mm-hmm. You know?
No. One day I was sitting there watching a movie, and my son Manuel was right there, and he was probably like 5. And I had Coco, our first dog. She was probably like 1. And I kept telling him, I kept saying things like, hey, sit down. Like, get over here. You're not going anywhere. Didn't I tell you to sit down? No. And then Maria would walk in. Who the heck are you talking to? I'm like, both of them. The dog and Manuel.
Whichever one listens
I'm telling
first.
both of them like the same dialogue. Like, where you get over here. Where do you think you're going? And she's like, who are you talking to? I'm talking to both of them. That's like, one gets up and then goes the other one, you know. I
trained one of my dogs to potty train the same way I trained my child to potty train. Every 20 minutes. You woke up, we go in the bathroom. Like, man, but speaking of this, even right again, with the way you raise, like this, speaking of getting raised, you know, raising dogs, and my parents putting it in, you know, making it important. I had a scenario, and it's like this. Basically, this whole episode, right, we want to talk about finding a balance between the way your parents raised you and the way you want to raise your kids, right? Because of course we all take something from your parents, regardless if you want to or not. You take it. But this was a scenario, right, with raising with the dogs. So when I was younger, I was, I don't know, 12 something. I want to go somewhere. My dad dropped me off. My job is to feed and water the dogs, you know. Anyway, I'm gone all day, 8, 10 plus hours. I get back and my dad's like, "Hey, Michael." I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" So, did you feed the dogs? Or, "Oh, no, I forgot." So I go over there and he said, "Okay, cool." So the very next day, he waited that night. My dad, I'm telling you, this guy was evil, evil genius, man.
That's who we got a video calling your dad.
Oh, he would be fun. But anyway, so my pops,
like, knuckleheads think you know what you're doing.
My dad would be a fun one. But anyway, so my pops, he already knows. So my dad has he would purposely make me wait. And you not think I slid and went in the car in Blythe, California. The camera shut off. I used my cell phone. It said temperature too hot. Anyway, so what I'm saying is my dad make me wait, right? He make me wait for to be in trouble. So next day it's midday, and my thing was we would go outside and play basketball, right? And in Blythe, California, if you don't know, it gets 120 on an average in the summer, like midday. So anyway, midday he's like, my dad's like. He's like, "Hey, did you want to go outside and play basketball?" I'm like, it's hot, Dad. I'm not about to go out there today. I'm not playing basketball. He's like, "No, actually, you are going to go outside and play basketball." I'm like, he said, "Remember yesterday you didn't give the dogs any water." He said, "So they didn't have any water for 10 hours, Michael, while you were at your friend's house. Did you have water while you were at your friend's house?" Yeah. So it's okay. So go in your room and get every jacket you own. I'm like, okay. So I go in my room and get a jacket, and I had to put it on. I said, "Now go play basketball." Man, I had to play basketball for like 2 hours. And I'm not talking about I'm just dribbling. He hit me like, dude, 10 layups. Like, right hand, left hand. Like,
oh, my God.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's so funny. I know.
Because he did that. I'm saying. He's like, this is how he teaches me lessons. And he's like, that's what it feels like for these dogs. They got fur on. They're out here with their fur on. You didn't let them drink water for 10 hours, Michael. Like,
he taught the best lessons.
My God.
His lessons were epic.
I mean, like now as an adult, I'm like, okay, that was solid. But like as a kid, I was like, he's evil.
Evil. But did you ever forget to give the dogs water again?
I never forgot those hugs. If I'm thirsty, I'm like, did the dogs got water? Like, hey, bro, look. Hey, I'm telling you.
Every time you drink, you make sure they're drinking that.
You know, but that's kind of where the point is, right? Look, see, I'm over here. I'm about to text my son right now, like, "Hey, the dogs got water?" Right if you took a drink. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, like, that's where we're going. Like, what's the balance? Like, so I'm not about to put my son in no jackets in 120 to go play basketball.
Do you have? Can your kids serve their own water? Like, I have the 5-gallon water machine, so they can help themselves anytime.
Yeah. We got
okay.
It.
You don't have. Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
What's the best and worst part about that?
Like getting their own
Well,
water?
the best part, obviously, they can get their own water.
Yeah,
What's the worst thing they've done, though, while they've been filling up their water?
I mean, besides the basic, they're going to drop
Are my kids that bad? I have that.
Nah, because
I have things they've done at the water.
Because I'm sure the only thing, like, you know, they're going to drop it, of course, their kids, it happens. But beyond that, the only thing I think of is they just get on my nerves, but they'll leave their cup right there. But that's it.
When the twins were like 3, they were having a competition who could drink out of it the longest.
Okay.
Like just nonstop holding it.
They probably got that from your side.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
I used to tell them, like, "What do you guys? This isn't the kicking spot. Get your drink and get out."
This is not 7-Eleven, my friend.
It's not 7-Eleven.
Yeah, that's shit even do with the slushies or the ice machines. But you know, that's the, like, I was like saying something like, man, my dad, or even like with yelling. We was talking about this, I was telling somebody about this the other day. So like, I'm real good at putting stuff away, right? Because my dad was that. You know, I'm in there making a sandwich. Soon as that mayonnaise is on that bread, top goes on, I put that mug back in the fridge. You know what I mean? But my child is not one of them anymore. My daughter is beautiful. She's great. She's just like me. My son, not. So anyway, but I tend to, I just put it away. Like my wife, however, she's much more like my father in that area. So my wife goes, she looked at me the other day, my son made a bowl of cereal. She goes, "Did you make cereal?" I said, "No." And she knew it was my son. She walked me into this on purpose.
You make cereal?
To show me. Show me. Your son left this here. You didn't tell him to pick it up. So anyway, I'm sitting there. I'm like, "Nah," like saying that, you know I didn't get this cereal. And she goes, "Michael," she called my son from the other room. She goes, "Is that what the cereal was?" "No." "Oh yeah." So he puts it up, and it was like, "That's my father." You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'll be up in mid sleep, bro. You gotta wake me up, Michael. Who's who left the pickles out on the counter? And me and my dad live by ourselves, basically in this half of the house. So it's it's only me and him. If it wasn't you, it's me. I mean,
he's still gonna go out his way to make the. He's got to give the.
Bro, look, this is the way my mind works. Y'all see it visually. This makes me think. One time he lived in my house for a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And like this is how he know. I be like, he called me. He at work already, and he's like, "Are you still home?" Yeah, he said, "Go flush the toilet." Because it's like you can't say it don't happen, but it's like my dad would plot after that. If he found this out, he would later plot somehow to
teach
repay.
you the lesson. Mm-hmm.
But that's what I mean.
Man.
I don't do that. I don't feel like to my children. Right? Like what do they do? Like
actually,
do they have any lessons like that? Like,
well, I'll always go over and I always say the crap, and I'm sitting here and like what gets me now is they're getting older, and sometimes I can't keep a straight face. So like, I'll try and get mad. I'm like, both of you guys, sit your butts down now. And then the whole time I'm trying to keep a straight face. I'm going like,
yeah.
And once they see the first crack, it's over. I've lost all credibility.
Yeah,
I gotta leave the room. It's all over. But I've caught myself doing similar things like that, but I don't ever do like the torture part of it.
Yeah.
I don't ever do the torture part. I mean, like, they ride on the walls, they clean the walls. I mean, like right now, we just bought a dry erase calendar. Okay. Got it all up. Mom put all the chores, must be done. And they're already sitting there like, I gotta mop the whole house? No, you can just mop and sweep and mop the bath. Oh, like, you know what? I think you are gonna mop the whole house now that you want to. And that's where I think I'm coming.
That's where I'm at too. Yeah.
Well, what I do is like, because what I do is just try to make sure like they're humble with things.
Yes,
because these little kids are spoiled.
Definitely.
All these kids today are spoiled.
And that's what we are. Yeah.
I mean, they get one of these by the time they're 5, 6.
Straight up.
My kids my twins have had a tablet since they were probably like 3. Ariana had even the toy tablets.
Yeah.
When she was younger, she's got her own laptop now.
Yep.
When she's about to be 13, she's got straight A's.
Thing.
So she earned it.
Same thing.
But like that's the thing we try and get across is that we want them to be humble. Their mom and I want them to be humble. Understand that just because we give them all these things, because like one time they didn't. Well, got hot again, so broke the conversation. But anyways, what I was saying.
Humble.
Yeah,
keep them humble.
We want to teach our kids to be humble, and only because I can think back, to when I was growing up, and I was raised by a single mother, so everything I got, I understood like you gotta enjoy everything you get. I treasured everything. I appreciated everything. At one point, my mom was working, 2 jobs, maybe 3, and so I appreciated it, even though.
Had a gang of brothers to say.
And I had a brother and 2 sisters, that I helped my mom raise, but making them humble because of the day and age. All these kids are spoiled, but to them it's not spoiled. It's the normal. It's the norm.
Expected.
Yeah. I mean, I see even kids at the high school. Everybody's got the AirPods. Everybody's got the watch. They got more stuff than me.
Straight up.
And it's expected. And
one.
one kid, oh my goodness, that he did not get skewered because he busted out a pair of wired headphones. Everyone was like, I was like, oh my God, let me put mine away. All my headphones are wired. I got one Bluetooth headset. Yeah, but on my PlayStation, like, it's wired. I mean, like, I was like, so, yeah. And they were like, so they haven't got the AirPods, Jimmy? Like,
that's what it is, right? Like, that's
but that's the norm to these kids.
Spoiling.
Yep.
Like, that's another one right there. Because, right, like we said, we all spoil our kids to a point, but, like, at what point is too far? Because, like, you got to keep them humble. But is there a point, did you feel like, where the humble stops? Because, like, I can think of a couple scenarios, again, with my son, like, my daughter has moments. I promise we're going to touch on her at some point. But these particular, these topics, right
we
now,
should save the girls
just
for
happens to be my son,
ones.
But the same thing, he's gotten so spoiled for being the baby. And like I said, I'll pick up after him sometimes or whatever. But, where he just feels, I don't have to do this. But he's kind of talking to him like, but it's like same thing. Like, where's the stage where it's like, okay, you're too spoiled. You've had too much. I've given you, like you said, with the sweeping or mopping.
Yeah.
Just do the bathroom. You know what? No, I don't think you've ever mopped the whole house. Go mop. Like, man, how many times you mopped the whole house? That's what I mean. What part are we?
Very true.
you know, I don't want to be the crutch either. You know, I'm not trying to have either one of my kids soft.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh
To,
no,
you know,
no.
I want them to have heart. I want them to have heart, but I want them to be soft.
No,
The world
and
is, you know.
and I think I try and be strict. Sometimes I'm too strict, and you know, because my mother was very strict. You know, nice to get my butt whipped and everything, but I deserved it. I was bad. You know, me and my brother traded a couple knuckleheads. We traded away a bunch of useless Pokemon cards for a pair of matching mountain bikes. We were con artists by 5th grade. So we deserved our butts getting
I
whipped.
remember a cool story.
Oh yeah. So anyways, so I deserved what I got. You know, so sometimes I'm real strict, and I expect my kids to have my thinking. You know, now that I have, you know, so sometimes I'll catch myself. But I mean, my son sounds like your son, and, you know, and they're around the same age. That's just what they're gonna be.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a badass kid, man.
Yeah,
I know I was. And up until about 11, 12, I finally started calming down. And I still wasn't good, but I didn't get in trouble anymore. You know,
you got smart.
I got smart. Yeah, you know. But anyways,
Be real.
but yeah. So, but
Yeah,
no, it just all comes back to it. And then no, but best believe, you know, like the other day, punished my son, took his whole TV and out of his room.
Mine's close.
Oh
My
man,
wife
he
keeps it.
freaking
Oh,
poured it
lost
out.
it up.
Whatever.
Lost his soul,
Whatever. Oh yeah, and the next day he was like cleaning. I can get my TV back.
Yeah, shit,
I told him for a week just to,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Oh man,
That's funny.
and then gave it back. He's
And
got.
that's kind of where I'm at with him, because like, yeah, like my daughter, like she definitely like, just for, I guess mostly because again, my wife, and that's where it is important too, right? Having a partner where you guys can agree on your roles, right? I'm a little more the fun guy. Like when it gets there, I get it, but on a day to day, it's much more my wife. That's more her role. She's just that way, you know. But it's like, yeah, like I said, like, you know, so more so with my daughter, you know, she got it from the jump more so because she's the female. So my wife, right from, you know, so it was a little differently. Like I said, my son gets away with much more, and he's starting to get that point where I'm like, yeah, it's not benefiting him anymore. He might have to go outside and wear some jackets.
Oh no, and then I'm actually the nice one.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, if Maria has to get involved, if their mom has to get involved, they know
Then
they're
it's
done.
a wrap.
They know it's a wrap because she. Not that she goes like great, but she, you know, she's mom. So you know, and I tell them like, you don't get it, and they're like, look, I was like, don't get me.
Straight up.
I was like, I was raised by my mom too. You know, if your mama tells you something, you gotta go. You know, and that's something we can even say. You know,
straight up.
For like even if I can go on that whole, I can go on that whole thing too. You know, 'cause that's a big thing I do about my kids is I make sure they respect their mother.
Straight up.
And it's not even like it's not for me; it's for them.
Yeah.
I tell them, you don't get it.
For once they get older,
you get one mama.
Their kids.
You know, I was like, you only get one chance, and I was like, you know,
down.
You never disrespect your mom. You know, and
that.
and that's a big part of what I
you know
instill
that-
on my own. She doesn't say anything. You know, I do that. I've done that from day one. They can, if I hear them talk back, oh heck, you know. And it's funny because like I always tell her, you know, don't ever do those TikTok trick things on me.
Oh, straight up,
because I will be faster than you will say I'm sorry.
God.
It's a prank.
Straight up.
I will be faster. I will be on you faster.
Gosh.
Then by the time you tell me it's a prank, you're already.
Okay, look. This is on a similar subject. Touchy to some people, but it's on that even conversation. So my daughter, right? But this is what I mean, like that on the conversation of protecting your child. I've had to have this conversation with both of my kids fairly early, right? But my daughter, this scenario, she was in kindergarten, okay? Kindergarten, mind you. What are you, 5? Okay. Anyways, check it out. So she's in kindergarten. She comes home one day, and I'm like, "How was it going to school?" And she's like, "So and so touched me on the slide." I'm like, "He did what?" He touched me on the slide, and I'm like. Because I kick a little 5-year-old off a slide. I'm being dead serious. You tell I'm like, I can feel my blood boiling. I'm not really going to look. For y'all don't know me, I'm not really going to kick a little 5-year-old. I'm just saying, at the moment, my blood was boiling. I was going to kick a 5-year-old.
It's like that meme, like, hey, if my daughter comes home and has a problem, then I got a problem with Timmy and Billy and Jessica.
So
I guess we got beef with Jessica now.
In the heat of the moment, I was like, I will beat all the little kids in this yard up. Like, but anyway, so I'm like, okay, now listen here. Touched you how? Right? Hold on. She said he pushed me. I'm like on the shoulder, the back, and she was like, well, he told me to leave and he touched my shoulder. I'm like, okay, look, I understand. Same thing. I understand my daughter's age. I'm like, listen to me, okay? Because I will go to prison. I will murder
yeah.
people. Again, I'm joking. Please don't take this serious. I know y'all internet people are like that nowadays. Anyways, what I'm saying is, I will get to that level and I will take it there. So you need to make sure your words are correct, because if I go there and I take it to a step, more than likely you can't take them steps back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like stuff like that. It's like those things are important to discuss with your kids, right? And same thing. Be humble. Don't be lying just because you don't like Jesse. Like, be real. Like, let's be honest. Like, when I got it straight up, there was some hard moments too, right there, right?
Oh yeah, no. That's another thing too. We can even start thinking about now, because our daughter's about to be teenagers.
I don't want to, but yeah.
You ready for that one?
Yeah, no, but yeah.
I am.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm ready. I think.
I'm not ready. I definitely get conversation. That's one thing I definitely try to keep open with my daughter the most, is just conversation. That was one we had one about that with the boys one time.
Yeah.
Where we just kind of stuff with that. I'm talking about boys, and I'm telling her, it's okay if you like them or whatever. Just let me know. It's not a problem. I just want to know. Right? Don't keep it a secret. Don't be deleting text messages and stuff like that. I want to know. And so and she said she didn't. But so I'm like, why you don't like no boys? Cute little girl. I know boys like you. I heard them say it. And she just said, she's like, well, they're all mean. And I'm like, yeah, boys are mean sometimes. And she's like, well, you're not mean. I'm like, bam, bingo. Keep that in your head. Next time you think it's, and that's what they say most time, right? Most women or whatever try to fall in love with somebody similar to their father, because that's their first role model of a way a man is supposed to be. Right? Exactly. And so I was kind of, like you said, it goes back to how I was saying, keep them humble, all those, straight up.
Another thing too is not to like bash anything or anybody. I was like, but I also got to tell my daughter like how it's going to be growing up, especially growing up here in Blythe. I was like, growing up here in Blythe is a different thing. I was like, I'm glad I grew up in Las Vegas throughout my whole childhood.
The first part,
yeah, because I was like, I never, what was our business was our business, and what's their business is their business. Drama. And then you got, but if you grow up in Blythe, I was like, because there's things I did, when freshman, sophomore year that could still be, brought to this day, like when I won the chess club championship.
Yeah, you back had in Blythe Middle School. I had to bring that into this video.
So things never leave you. Okay, including winning the chess tournament.
This is my favorite. Look, because now just because you did this, just because you did this, I'm doing this too.
All right.
My favorite. I love when he do this. We do this all the time. If any of y'all ever seen Married with Children, this guy is Al Bundy, right? Like with that chess tournament, he is like Al Bundy was like.
What the fuck? Now I get your reference
with the chess. He's out with his chest tournament.
I'm still good.
That is his trophy.
Now
bro.
I just sound like I'm still good.
You get it now.
I can still do it. Yeah. I can still Hopefield Pigskin.
I'll beat you in 6 moves.
Al Bundy is my hero.
Yeah, that's fire though. No, that's fire. That's always a story to keep down.
I'm only sad I can't put my phone in my arm like he did the newspaper and go to the private bath. Remember how he had his own private bathroom?
All the newspaper you get. That's probably nobody would have walked in there after that. They'd be up in there for an hour. Be like the dude from Friday, Dad. All right, well, look. It's hot, apparently. The phone shut down again. Just so we're clear, I have an iPhone 13 Pro Max. I'm not saying it for any reason, but if y'all know why this damn thing is shutting off and can tell me how, hey, shoot the comment, because I never.
Blythe.
I mean, it's hot. Look, we got the AC on as low, medium as we can feel good. And
it's on the dash, the window.
And it says 109 right now.
But what are you going to do? It's the first time. First time for everything.
But anyway, yeah, that's kind of where we're going with it, man. We in the car. We got plenty of stuff we're going to set up.
These things are going to happen.
Yeah. So these are all the test trials. You guys get
next time I'm going to be talking, it's just then my voice is going to go,
Oh, that would be solid. Do it like man, what's them Chinese videos? I mean, we're like, where they're just
Chinese
I'm gonna hit your face.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
They were like this.
Adios.
It's Godzilla.
It's Godzilla. Yeah, that's anyway. So this was fun. This was, like we said, the first try to DadPod. So we're gonna keep doing these. We're gonna keep doing these. Period. Shoot us suggestions. We got a lot of topics and ideas already, but feel free to shoot your suggestions. Send video replies. I would love it. Like I said, I might not agree with you, but I'm gonna listen to it. I'll check it out.
Cause you dang sure ain't gonna agree with us on many things.
I mean, hey, if you made it to this part, the end of this already, you probably already decently messing with us. Cause I'm telling you, like, this is gonna get further. I got plenty of comments where people just look. You said what? She your kid like that? But we didn't see. I don't even want to get that. I'm ready to go before this thing shut off again. But like that, with cussing at your kids, or cussing with your kid. I cuss in front of my kids. I cuss at my kids. I don't care. I'm telling you right now, I don't. Not everybody agrees with that, but that's how I make friends. If you cuss at or with your kids. Yeah. See, I'm just doing it to make them stronger. I'm not saying I break them down and leave them there. I pick them up. I make sure they, I build their accomplishments too. I reward them, but that's part of the keeping them humble. But what about you? You cuss at your kids or with your kids?
Oh yeah. That's what I mean. Oh, my mom cussed at me crazy.
That's what I mean.
But I don't call them like you're a stupid piece of shit.
Yeah,
I don't say things like that.
That's what I'm not degrading them.
Yeah, I tell them hey, get your ass over here.
Straight up. That's more what I mean. Yeah, I'm not talking about degrading them. Yeah, exactly.
Shut the dump up is one of my favorite things I say.
Straight up. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. I got a bunch of little trick ones too.
Yeah.
Anyway, So anyway, this was the first episode. Like I said,
this kid's bad.
And it's back to the spoiler. Back to the spoiler. Back to got.
No, I know.
I'm telling you.
Once they get to that preteen age, like the older ones.
I'm saying, I'm like, listen, man. Listen. You got one more little noise in you. Okay, I'm a little too tired. I ain't got time today. But I hope y'all tune back in, man. This is DadPod. This is Mike Midas. Maybe by the next episode, I'll figure out what I really want y'all to call me. We out of this mug. Peace. Tune back in. Next one.